The purpose of this video is to show to talk about some basic ways that museum objects can be labelled and what method might be the most suitable for the different sorts of objects that are on the table. So there are three main methods: varnish and ink, and using a sewn-on label and a tag, just like a little jewellery tag thing. So for things like glass and ceramics and metal, varnish and ink is good, and you can apply the number to a spot that you won't see it. A place to put the varnish and ink on this might be here at the side at the back. There isn't really anywhere underneath to put it, so that would be a good choice. For this piece, which is a two-section piece, would need to be labelled on the bottom of this piece and on the bottom of this piece, although once it's in here, if it was on display and you were looking down into it, if it was labelled right on the bottom, you would actually see that. So it might be better to try and put the number where, when the bowl is in the holder, it's hidden behind the most decorative part. On the stirrups, it's usually best to label things on an inside surface rather than an outside surface. That just improves its displayability. So, because you might be displaying it like that, or for the little watches and things, the varnish and ink could go on the back in a little line. There's plenty of room for that there. Or it's probably simpler and easier just to put a small jewellery tag around it. There, like so. Oops. Now the fan. Varnish and ink is suitable for an object like this, and it can just go on either at the surface here or on one of these surfaces. So, for the umbrella, varnish and ink could be used on the handle somewhere, or a sewn-on label could go on one of the seam edges, or a jewellery tag could be applied around one of the bars. The best place for a sewn-on tag on Teddy would be, well, since Teddy's probably most likely to be displayed facing forward and sitting down, somewhere at the back, so perhaps at the back of his neck or back of his shoulder, or a tie-on tag could go around his arm, set at the back. And you wouldn't have to use a tape this thick either, you could use a much thinner one. So using varnish and ink, using the sewn-on tag and using little jewellery labels like this are all three really useful and safe and secure and non-invasive ways of labelling museum objects of all these different types.